Question number 1. Select the two options that form correct statements. From the results obtained by scattering alpha particles from a gold foil, Rutherford interpreted that. The correct answers are A. Most of the mass of the atom is contained in a very small, dense core called the nucleus. And D. The core of the atom is positively charged. Question number 2. Which one correctly describes subatomic particles? The correct answer is B. A neutron has a neutral charge and has a greater mass than an electron. Protons and neutrons have about the same mass, and they're much more massive than the electron is. Neutrons have no charge, protons have a positive charge, electrons have a negative charge. Question number 3. An atom of 10-120 contains how many protons? Report your answer with a whole number. Do not include units in your answer. The answer is 50. If you look at a periodic table, 10's atomic number is 50. That's how many protons it has. Question number 4. How many protons, neutrons, and electrons are present in a neutral atom of the isotope of iron given below? The answer is B. 26 protons, 30 neutrons, and 26 electrons. The key there is neutral atom. That means the number of protons and electrons must be equal. If you look up the atomic number of iron, it is 26. And then the mass number, 56, is the sum of protons and neutrons. 56 minus 26 is 30 neutrons. Question number 5. One of the postulates of Dalton's atomic theory was that all atoms of an element had the same mass. Which statement best explains why this postulate is false? The answer is B. Atoms of the same element can have different numbers of neutrons and therefore different masses. Atoms can have more than one isotope, and isotopes vary in their number of neutrons. Question number 6. What is the charge of a magnesium ion that has 10 electrons? The answer is A, 2+. Magnesium normally has, or does have, 12 protons. That's its atomic number. If it's neutral, it would have 12 electrons, but this one has 10 electrons. Electrons are negatively charged, protons are positively charged. Charge would be +2. Question number 7. Lithium is 7.59% lithium-6 and 92.41% lithium-7. Calculate the mass of lithium-7 given that the mass of lithium-6 is 6.0151 AMU and the average atomic mass of lithium is 6.941. Report your answer with 4 significant figures. Do not include units in your answer. The answer is 7.017. That would be the mass of a lithium-7 isotope. Question number 8. Consider the molecule below. Determine the empirical formula for the compound. The answer, if we work through it, determine the molecular formula first. So you've got, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carbons. Count the hydrogens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hydrogens. 10 hydrogen atoms. That's the molecular formula. Okay. But the empirical formula is the smallest whole number value. Both of those numbers are divisible by 2. C4H5, those numbers cannot be divided further and still keep whole numbers. So the empirical formula, there are 4 carbons, there are 5 hydrogen atoms for that molecule. Question number 9. Which 2 exist as molecular elements in their most common form? The answers are B, hydrogen. If you encounter it in nature, it's H2, and D, sulfur. It could be S4, S8. It is polyatomic. Question number 10. Sodium metal is very reactive. In fact, it reacts violently with water. To which group or family does it belong in the periodic table? The answer is C, the alkali metals. Sodium is in group 1A. The first group in the periodic table is the alkali metals. Group 2A, calcium, magnesium, that's the alkali earth metals. Question number 11. Select the 2 ionic compounds. The answers are A, sodium chloride. Sodium is a metal, chlorine is a nonmetal. And B, calcium carbonate. Calcium is a metal, carbonate is a polyatomic anion. Those are your 2 ionic compounds. Carbon dioxide and ammonia, NH3. Nonmetals exclusively, those are molecular or covalent compounds. Question number 12. An element from the 4th period in the periodic table forms an anion with a 2- charge. Identify the element. The answer is B, selenium. If you look at the periodic table, in the second period you have oxygen, third period you had sulfur, fourth period selenium. Selenium is underneath sulfur. It gains 2 electrons to become like its nearest noble gas, which if you look at the periodic table is krypton. Question number 13. Which ion is nitrate? The answer is A, NO3 minus. It's one of the polyatomic ions you have to memorize from your things to memorize. Nitrate is NO3 minus, nitrite. Underneath that, NO2 minus, that's nitrite. So you have to memorize the name, formula, and charge for the common polyatomic ions. Question number 14. What is the chemical formula for calcium fluoride? The answer is B. Calcium is an alkali earth metal. It forms 2+ charges normally. Fluorine is a halogen, so in group 7. Normally forms a -1 charge, gains an electron. And to have a balanced ionic compound, take the superscripts and make them subscripts. So 2 times -1 is -2. 1 times 2 plus is +2. 2 plus -2 is 0. The sum of the ion charges for this formula is equal to 0. Question number 15. Name the molecular compound NO3. The answer is D, nitrogen trioxide. The molecular compound, it's not a polyatomic ion, it's naming it, it's a molecular compound. You have 1 nitrogen atom, you have 3 oxygen atoms, so nitrogen, so not mononitrogen, you don't use mono for the first element, and then 3 is trioxide.